Right, guys. If you didn't see my last video, basically, I didn't get to try it out, but the rangefinder in Battlefield 6 could be one of the most overpowered items I've ever seen in a video game of all time. So, we used to have a rangefinder in Battlefield 4, which literally just gave you the range, right? And then you'd have to adjust the bullet zeroing, or sorry, the scope zeroing, so that you could hit the shot, right? In Battlefield 1, you don't even have a rangefinder, so you can't even do that. But with Battlefield 6, you're going to be able to use a target laser or use the rangefinder and instantly zero your scope to the exact meter that the target is and instantly take a shot, and it will 100% hit exactly where you're aiming. Now, we used to think that Battlefield 1 was easily the most overpowered sniping's ever been, but we're getting the fastest bullet velocity snipers we've ever had, with sweet spot, and now with instant 100% accuracy zeroing, by the way, if you didn't know. So we're getting all three of these things all at the same time on the same game. And basically, I think people are kind of, well, including me, we're kind of a bit worried about, like, hold on. I mean, sniping with a sweet spot is already crazy. But sniping with a sweet spot and a target laser that instantly zeroes your scope. So you basically don't have to worry about bullet drop. You just aim straight on the target. You don't have to think about where you're aiming. It's just, that's it. One shot, done. And I uploaded a video using Jack's gameplay where he was using the target laser. And he literally looks at a guy 600 meters away, presses one button, and just instantly headshots the guy 600 meters away without even thinking about the bullet drop. Just aimed right on their head. And I think people are starting to realize that, you know, we're not going to have enough time before launch now where they're going to fix that, or they're going to make a difference or make a change. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, this is going to be in the game. And everyone's saying, oh, no, it'll be fine, Stod. This is just another one of those things that just makes it slightly easier for people to use. No, that's not how that's going to work, bro. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to use it day one on every single sniper I have. It's only 15 points. It's like a super cheap attachment. And you can have it on every sniper, and it works with every single scope. It's crazy. But as I said, if you want like more understanding of what I'm talking about, you just need to watch my video basically from yesterday. And I have like a full explanation on how it works. Is this Battlefield 5? No, this is Battlefield 1, dude. Hello, Snitsy. 16 days. Yeah, 16 days. Also, I'm using a new mouse today. New mouse. Logitech 2C, which is a slightly smaller... Why didn't that hit? Slightly smaller mouse. But it's like 10 grams lighter. So I'm just getting used to it. Is it nice? I'm wondering if it will hurt my hand eventually, because I'm having to like... Because it's a slightly smaller grip. And I assume most people will use it with fingertip grip, but I'm using it with a palm grip. I don't know if it's like messing up my hand a little bit. Oh, wrong gun. Can I hit him? Do you think he's probably going to heal? I don't know if it's making my hand curl around it and it's going to feel uncomfortable in a while. I don't know. We'll see. Oh. No footsteps allowed in this video game. Congrats on my new house. I said mouse. I don't know if that was a misspelling or not. I'd love to just buy a new house for 100 quid. That'd be lovely. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's making my hand curl up. Uninstall party for 2042. I feel like I'm gonna end up doing the last few challenges next week, and then maybe we'll do a saying goodbye to Battlefield 2042 or whatever. You know? No, I didn't. No. We bought a mouse, bro. We bought a mouse, bro. Didn't buy a house. Do I still do the annual setup video? I only do setup videos if enough has changed. I think my setup's pretty similar to what it was 2 years ago. Like nothing, like maybe if I move in the next 2 years, I will. Like I feel like with the setup videos, there's got to be something new going on. Otherwise, it just feels like, otherwise I'm just flexing the same stuff over and over and over again. I'm still using a Wu-Ting as well.
We are losing objective.
You're fooling around. You turn the audio up just a tad. By the way, this server said no heavy bomber, and I've already seen 2 heavy bombers. So clearly, the mods don't give a damn, or the admins or whatever. I remember the good old days of watching me use the Martini Henry. Yeah, Martini. Oh, I'm stuck on a little rock. Oh. Does feel good though. I can predict that BF6 will be a top game on Twitch. Well, especially if it has drops. Yeah, probably. If it has drops, then definitely. Because that's the meta. If there's drops, then a lot of people will play it anyway. I got the weekend off for BF6 so I can abuse the crap out of the things that are broken before they patch them. Yeah, I reckon they won't. I reckon they won't change the rangefinder before launch. So I think you're good. I reckon like because not enough people complained about it before any of the like feedback sessions. I reckon it's not going to get changed now. So I think you've got a good amount of time to abuse the rangefinder. But just remember that everyone else is going to be abusing it too. Like loads of like what's funny is some people think that I'm only complaining about it because I think it's going to affect me. But it's actually quite the opposite. I'm going to be the person abusing it. I think it's a complete takeaway from using the skill of or trying to learn the bullet drop of a sniper rifle. And all that's going to happen is it's just going to lower the skill ceiling. And so all that's going to happen is I'm going to use it and I'm going to abuse it. The same as everyone else. Let me see if I can get this guy. Hold up. Oh, dude. This idiot, man. Got in the way. Idiot. What's the first thing that I think will be abused on BF6? Probably still the grenade launcher. I think the grenade launcher is still hella insane. Probably... What else is really OP that they didn't really change? The M4A1. It's going to be the #1 weapon, I reckon. There's 2 tanks there. EOD bot? Maybe. The shotgun? No, I think they'll have fixed the rooftops, I'm telling you right now. The rooftops will be fixed.
We are losing objective apples.
BF4 already has a rangefinder. Yeah, but does it zero to the exact meter automatically on one button press? I think you'll find it absolutely does not. Oops. Accidentally shot. Tweedale Castro, thank you for the 14 months, by the way. Thank you. Oh. Oh. What? That was a headshot, wasn't it? Was that not a headshot? That guy? No.
We are losing objective.
Hello, Justin with the 29 months. What's my view towards Assault having a dual primary slot? Works for me. That's all I'm thinking. All I'm doing is just using what's available to me. So if you want to give me a sniper and assault rifle, that's absolutely fine with me. Oh, that's so annoying.
We are losing objective butter.
I'm gonna make the rangefinder look busted. No, I'm gonna literally abuse it until they fix it. Like at the end of the day, it's not a problem for me. It's more of a problem for everyone else. And also, I'm gonna get annoyed when I get killed by it, right? I don't even know if I'll be able to tell if people are using it or not, but basically, I just think it lowers the skill ceiling and it's going to make sniping less of a skillful thing and more of just a easy mode GG. It was already like with the sweet spot, it's already kind of easy mode, right? And now they just made it even more easy mode. So I'll take it. That's on them, dude. Does this game feel old? No.
50 attackers remain.
It really doesn't. This game could have released, like... Maybe it doesn't feel like a new AAA game, but it feels like a new game that someone could have made in like a medium-sized company. Still high quality. I think Battlefield 1, even Battlefield 3... Well, Battlefield 3 does show its age. Battlefield 3 especially shows its age. Like, when I play Battlefield 3, I'm like, oh yeah, nah, this does not feel like a fun game anymore. Because of the netcode mainly. Because I think it's 10 hertz. Battlefield 4 definitely feels like you can still play it though. And that's only 3 years later. Because it feels like they actually improved Battlefield 4.
We have lost objective.
In terms of like hit reg and balance and...
20 attackers remain.
Oh, damn. Like, although BF4 is considered, you know, some people don't like BF4 as much, I think it made a lot of really big improvements that people forget about. Footsteps. I can actually hear footsteps. Holy shit. Do I like BF1 or BF5 more? I like BF5's gameplay and gunplay more. I like Battlefield 1's overall, like, fun level more.
But our scouts report of one final attack, so raise your heads once more.
30 hertz BF3? No, I thought BF3 was like maximum 20 hertz, no?
The enemy is being
I don't remember it being even 30 hertz. Like 15 hertz or something? What are the hertz of the servers in BF3?
A flame trooper kit is available near your location.
Ow, 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 ow. Very well played, sir. Like, the cheese in Battlefield 1 is immense. Sweet spots, explosives, unkillable vehicles, unkillable horses. What else? Broken melee weapons, insane secondaries. Shotguns were pretty crazy too, actually, to be fair. Although they did actually nerf the shotguns a little bit. Being hit. Nade spam, yeah. Suppression. Battlefield 5 doesn't have suppression. They're throwing nades at me, sir. Sir, they're throwing nades at me, sir. What the hell is he doing? How did he think that was going to go? That was a headshot, no? Am I crazy? Did I not just headshot that man? Looked like a good shot to me. No games now, but overstimulation in October with BF6 and Arc Raiders. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Why is Arc Raiders doing their playtest 2 weeks before launch? We don't know. It would surely make sense to do it now when there's no other games. But it is what it is. They've decided to do it when all of the games are out as well. Bit of a crazy one. Oh, I got the sweet spot? Or was he already low on health? Ooh, almost got the heady.
Objective butter.
It annoys me that they said that they weren't doing a playtest, but now they are doing a playtest, but they're doing a playtest 2 weeks before launch, and it's just like, but, oh, for goodness sake, that guy was going to res me, but it skipped by accident.
We are losing objective apples.
Livestream BF1 feels like a callback to 2016. This game came out in 2016. It's almost 10 years old. Old as hell. Oh, well, he's gone. We'll never know. Where's that guy? I can see them. They're so hard to spot, though. Bro, you got to peek eventually, bro. You have to peek eventually. That's kind of how the game works. Got him. Was Battlefield 5 after this? Yeah. And I've always said one of my biggest kind of like upsets with Battlefield 5 is that they released Battlefield 1, and I don't know why they didn't kind of go, why don't we just make a World War II version of BF1? Which they didn't do, unfortunately. Wrong one. Oh, get wrecked, sir. That's what you get, dude. These guys are just spamming shots. They're not thinking about where they're going. They're just spamming them. They're not thinking. They're just going, just shoot gun. Shoot gun and thing go good. Come on, bro. And he's going prone as well. That's the worst thing you could ever do. Come on, guys. He's still firing shots at me, but late. 77 damage. You can't just go prone. It's not going to work. Oh my goodness. You cannot just go prone. That doesn't work. Crazy how minimal the scope glint is in BF1. I did actually mention in my video yesterday, they have actually nerfed... they nerfed the scope glint in Battlefield 6. It's now actually very hard to see because it looks like a friendly icon, which is, I don't know, it's a good thing and a bad thing, I guess. I'm looking for these scope glints, yeah. 81 damage, he'll hide. One thing with BF1 was the what's it called, with suppression. One of the most frustrating things about suppression was if an enemy, this is what I loved about the newer Battlefield, so 2042 and Battlefield 5 sniping. If I could make them miss, I then have an opportunity to shoot them. In Battlefield 1 though, if they miss their shot, they stop me from aiming. Which is so stupid. This is why suppression in BF1 was so dumb. If they actually miss and just keep firing even though they missed, they get an advantage. What? So basically in BF1, you have to be the first to shoot because if you shoot second, your shot misses. because of suppression. It's like, it's a really stupid system.
Losing objective apples.
Because the suppression system was like, you are now not able to shoot straight. Why? Oh, because a guy shot near you. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So basically in Battlefield 1, they can just keep missing, but you can't shoot. You can't shoot back. You're not allowed. You're simply not allowed to shoot back. Sorry, bro. You're going to miss your shot no matter what. So you have to get the first hit in BF1. Otherwise, they'll just suppress you. I can't remember. Can you... if you point and spot someone, is it actually good in BF1? I can't remember if it's good or not. Oh my god. Seems like DICE wants to nerf the Recon class to shit. But what's the point? At this point, the Recon class is basically just... I don't even know. If I see someone playing the Recon class as a sniper, I almost feel like... I don't know what they're doing, you know what I mean? Now I've been suppressed, lovely.
We are losing objective
Ugh. Oh my god. Far better than BF3 Vaseline. Yeah, true. Lobato, thank you for the 51 months. Yeah, I don't know what the Recon class deal is, to be honest. I don't know why they're gutting it. You know? But the one good piece of news that I found regarding the Recon class is that motion balls are considered a grenade now. But that also means that you need to pick between a lethal grenade and a spotting grenade. Is that guy just literally just sitting on a mortar just 2 feet from our base? What was I going to say? But yeah, Lobato, thank you for the 51 months. Like, genuinely, the only reason to play Recon is obviously improved spotting, which some people might care about. Maybe you'll get more points. Okay, I didn't see that guy. Somehow. The only reason you play Recon now in BF6 is if you want improved spotting. And maybe the headshot thing. There's two, what are they called? There's two, like, roles or whatever that you can pick between, in the Recon class. The second one is basically like Stealth Meister. But no one's going to be playing... No one's really going to be running around in stealth in Battlefield 6 unless... I guess you can. By the way, and also, throwing knives do not one-shot. Unless you hit them in the head. So, basically, completely useless. Like, in Battlefield 5, it was at least a range.
Victory for the Ottomans in the Middle East would have been seen as a sign of renewed strength in the ailing empire. If
Why not lock snipers to Recon? Because then well, I mean, you could.
have seen the Ottoman government abandoning their support of the Central Powers.
What if they gave Recon the zip line? Yeah, no. Recon needs the mortar, first of all. It makes more sense. Second of all, yeah, I don't know why there isn't a grapple in the game anyway. Do you think locking the new rangefinder accessory to sniper class could be a good solution? Well, no, I think having the rangefinder in any capacity at this point, even if it's locked to the Recon class, is still incredibly broken. That's just like, basically, like, do you want people to play sniper skillfully, or is it just it's just cheese then? So it's like Jet Salt. Yeah, but Jet Salt is hit scan. The throwing knives in Battlefield 5 and BF6 are actually quite slow. Well, there you go. Now we leave because it would take too long to get into another lobby. The only reason to play as Recon is the confirm killed perk. Yeah, the headshot no revive perk. And even that is kind of like, eh. I'm like, eh. It's good in certain scenarios, sure.
Nun, da der Krieg fast vorbei ist, habe ich mehr Angst denn je.
Well, I also talked about the fact that a lot of the snipers are, or all 3 snipers at launch, basically play exactly the same if you build them. There's no reason to play the snipers in a different way because the attachments don't change the rate of fire. They don't really change the bullet velocity. In fact, there's only attachments that basically improve the bullet velocity, but there's not an attachment that improves the velocity on the M98B for some reason. Basically, you can't change any of like the stats that would make the guns feel different. So basically, you have these base stats that you can basically just make all the snipers feel exactly the same, and there's no reason not to. Do you know what I mean? Every sniper can be built to have 250 milliseconds ADS speed, including the M98B, and then every single sniper can have roughly the same rate of fire because there is no attachment that changes rate of fire. The sweet spot doesn't change based on what attachments you use. So basically, you build every sniper for ADS speed, bullet velocity, and that's it. That's all you have to care about. There should be a rate of fire attachment or something that makes the gun different, but there isn't. So it's a bit of a sad one, really. Hello, Metro Fox. Thanks for telling it out loud about sniping issues. Well, I mean, this is the problem is that I have not had a chance to play with any sniper. Like, so we've done early play tests, right? At DICE. But back then, there wasn't enough time to basically test the snipers. Or at least more than one. And I'm pretty sure there was different snipers as far as I can remember.
We have taken objective butter.
So the only time I could ever give them this feedback was literally 2 weeks before launch. And I'm kind of like, well, if you just asked and said, hey, what do you think about the snipers? And I'd be like, oh, well, I think X, Y, and Z. But I haven't been able to basically give feedback on the snipers because we only had one in the beta, and that was it, really. You know what I mean? I haven't had a chance to basically give the feedback early enough for it to be, like, taken into account. So that is a problem. I missed shit. I wonder if there's going to be a balance patch. Oh, Lord. I don't think there's going to be... It's going to take them a while to fix it. I really do think they should immediately change the target laser. I don't think we need to bother with changing the stats on the snipers that dramatically. But they should definitely have different rounds per minute and very obvious, like, bullet velocity differences. Why is the M98B with maximum bullet velocity the same bullet velocity as the SV98 with the same rate of fire? Surely the SV98 always has had faster rate of fire historically in every other game. And it's always been a thing of the SV98 has a faster rate of fire but slower bullet velocity, and the M98B has a slower rate of fire but a much higher bullet velocity. But in this game, the M98B doesn't have the fastest bullet velocity. The fast rate of fire sniper does, which doesn't make any sense. I don't really why did they give the sniper with the best rounds per minute and the best damage and the best what's it called, the fastest bullet velocity as well? It doesn't make sense. Like, Battlefield 4 actually had crazy... Like, Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4 had crazy diversity in the guns, right? CSLR4 and the FYJS were almost identical. However, the FYJS had a faster rate of fire, but didn't one-shot headshot over a certain range. So that was kind of like the trade-off, right? So the CSLR4, FYJS, basically similar, same gun, same bullet velocity, but one didn't headshot over a certain range and one had a faster rate of fire. And I'm pretty sure the FYJS actually had the fastest rate of fire of all the snipers. But it meant you missed out on that headshot over 100 meters. CS5, 400 meters a second, but has really fast rounds per minute. And crazy bullet drop. M40A5, again, fast rounds per minute, but medium bullet velocity. So it was harder to hit your shots over longer ranges with the M40, but you could spam the shots. In fact, I think the M40A5 actually had the fastest rate of fire. JNG and M98B, very similar, but if I remember correctly, the JNG had a slightly slower max bullet velocity, but slightly faster fire rate, and the M98B had the fastest fire rate. I was gonna say, JNG had the faster fire rate, but slightly slower bullet velocity. M98B had the faster bullet velocity, but slightly slower fire rate. But they were almost identical. SRR, yeah, the SRR61 for some reason had less bullet drop compared to every other sniper in the game, even though it had the same bullet velocity as the M98B. Lest we forget. And then in Battlefield 6, every sniper has almost the same bullet velocity, except the ESR. They have the same... Their sweet spots are within 20 meters of each other. Their rounds per minute are all, like, I think it's 38 rounds per minute versus 42. Two of them have 38 rounds per minute, and one of them has 42. So... And you can't change that with attachments either, so that doesn't make a difference. All of them one-shot headshot. All of them have a sweet spot at 8. I think every single sniper has a sweet spot at 80 meters, if I'm not mistaken. All three of them are a one-shot chest shot at 80 meters, but with differing scales around 80 meters as well. Yeah, I think that the M98B, right, the way it should work is it should have like 1,300 meters a second, but its ADS speed should be slower, like 350 milliseconds, 400 or something. And then the SV98 should have a much higher rounds per minute, but it should be locked at a lower rounds per minute, a lower bullet velocity. So its default bullet velocity is 700, but with a certain barrel, you can put it up to 900. It should be that barrel's the standard, but you have crazy fast rate of fire. So it's 700 meters a second. But you also have to remember that even though 1,100 meters per second on the ESR is the best, right? You have to remember there is bullet drag in this game. So even though it's 1,100 meters bullet velocity, as soon as it leaves the muzzle, it goes 1,900, 800, 700, and then drops like a stone towards the end, basically. Same thing the same way it works in BF1. BF1 snipers had really fast bullet velocity out of the muzzle, but then they slowed down significantly once they left the barrel.
We are losing objective apples.
Oof, just missed that guy. Damn. In my opinion, is the RTX 5070 worth it? If you want to play 1440p, 100 FPS, probably, yeah. But you have to remember that the 5070 is more attuned to AI features, so you'll want to be using DLSS and stuff if you want higher performance versus like a 4080 or something. I don't know, guys. Is the base performance of a 5070 better than a base performance of a 4080 in terms of base performance without the AI cores? I don't know. Because you have to remember, with the 50 series, whilst there is a marginal improvement in performance, they're mainly built for AI tools, so DLSS and what else? DLAA, frame gen, stuff like that. So my advice is, if you're a competitive player, then you probably want the base performance. But if you're wanting to just play games in like Ultra, and you're not worried about latency, then a 5070 is probably a better offer. Depends what the cost is as well. Does DLSS add delay? Not DLSS, but frame gen. What I'm trying to say is frame gen doesn't lower your input lag. That's the way to put it. So frame gen makes your game look smoother, but it doesn't actually lower the input lag that you would usually get from higher frames. Does that make sense? DLSS can sometimes actually improve. DLSS can sometimes improve input lag. Because it's not frame gen, it's literally lowering your resolution and remaking the picture in lower resolution, making it look like it's higher resolution. I don't think the older Battlefields don't have DLSS, do they? Hello. It's an enemy vehicle right there. Ah, I'm dead. The downside is VRAM. Yeah. Oh my god, I got rezzed. Do you love a good hip-fire pistol? That's one thing you're going to have to get used to in BF6. You are not going to be facing players with a pistol in BF6 unless they are not good at the game. Hehe. If you try and fight someone at close range who can actually aim, you are never beating them with a pistol. Whereas in Battlefield 1, you get away with it. Do I play with DLSS enabled? I did on Borderlands, and I did on Battlefield 6, actually. I think in the beta, when I was playing in the playtest, I think I had DLSS on as well. So yes, I do play with DLSS on sometimes, but not on my home PC so far. You can force DLSS 4? Isn't DLSS 4 the one that does add latency though, or is that the other one? This enemy team is not having a great time, are they? Aren't most modern games unplayable without DLSS? Well, unless you have what's it called? Unless you've got a 5090. No, you can still play games like that. Games are definitely playable. If you want games running at like 150 FPS, then yeah. Is the Magnum pistol any good in BF6? Yeah, the revolver is very good. I only use the revolvers in Battlefields. Oh, in BF6? No. It's not as good as the ones from previous games, for sure.
50 attackers remaining.
Hello there. We're shooting. Yeah. Oh, there's another guy. There's always another guy. What we don't want is devs relying too much on DLSS. Yeah, but you also have to understand that I think the future is going to be AI, essentially. Making games look as if they're good when they're... Making games run on lower end hardware to make it seem as if they... And I guarantee you, eventually we won't be able to tell the difference. Like, I can barely tell the difference now with the modern DLSS that exists. No, bro. I'm not letting you just run up here. Like, even now, if I turn on DLSS on a game like Borderlands, especially, like a game like Borderlands, which has, like, no hard edges, on a game like Grey Zone Warfare, though, where you need really crisp environments and you're trying to spot someone in a bush 200 meters away, yeah, I can obviously tell. But stylized games, especially, like, you cannot tell that DLSS is on. And it's got to that point now. Did I feel anything weird in the BF6 playtest with DLSS? No. I had it on and I didn't realize. And then when I turned it off, I felt like I was getting worse performance. But obviously it could have been placebo. I didn't know how it felt. I was just like messing around with the settings and I was like, you know what? It felt good with DLSS on. I'm just going to turn it back on. So I kept it on. For the and that was when I was doing the live stream from LA. So I was literally like, this feels better, I think. So I'm just going to keep it on. Was it better? I don't know. What I would say is just turn it on, play for half an hour, turn it off, play for half an hour. Is DLSS an AI feature? Technically, yeah. I think DLSS doesn't require the new chips, though. Because all of the 50 series have the new AI chip for other features for DLSS, but you can put DLSS on anything. Am I going to play Arena Breakout? I already played Arena Breakout. I think it's actually the best version of a hardcore extraction shooter so far. The only thing is with those games in general, even Delta Force, like, the instant death just kills me inside. Like, I don't like the fact that the game is just like, oh, you have been seen. You are probably dead. You have to obviously play it a lot slower. I don't know. I just don't get as much satisfaction out of just feeling like if I see you, you die. If you see me, I die. Gameplay. Oh, I got him with the flare gun. No way. That's crazy. Hit him with the flare gun off the bat. No way. You've killed that guy like 7 times. Headshot. If you can carry one thing from 2042 to BF6, what would it be? I actually think that the plus system would be cool for maybe 1 attachment per gun.
Now stand strong, for they will come again.
So imagine if you could have the plus system, but not for any attachment, but like I could change 1 scope, or I could change the suppressor. I think that would be. I thought the plus system was cool in that regard. But I do think they should have animations, but that again, that's a lot of work. Yeah. What do I think about the BF6 main theme? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's more of like an electronic like Battlefield theme, right? The plus system, yeah. So 2042 has a 2042's attachment system, if you've seen it. Do you think the sweet shot range of the short range sniper in the video was bugged? I didn't use the SVD. Does the SVD have a sweet spot? That doesn't seem right. How did I just get a headshot hit marker? What? It did 99 damage and gave me a red hit marker. Is that a headshot now? I missed. No. The plus system where you can change attachments mid-game. Yeah. But like, I would like it as like, maybe as an attachment itself. You know what I mean? Imagine if it was its own attachment. This guy. Oh, there's smoke everywhere. Yeah, I don't remember there being a sweet spot range for the SVD. I didn't get to play it. I thought I saw someone. Yeah, this mouse feels good so far. Although I am a little concerned that, as I said, I'm having to wrap my hand around it a bit more because it's smaller. I wouldn't say I'm feeling a 10 gram difference though. The whole point is this supposed to be 10 grams lighter? What mouse did I get? Superlight 2C. So it's like slightly smaller mouse, but it's 10 grams lighter than the Superlight Pro. But as I said, I had to wrap my hand around it because it was a little smaller. It is a little smaller. But it's just shorter. It's got the same girth. It's just shorter in the length. That's all that's changed with this one. So it still feels the same width-wise. It's just that length-wise it feels shorter, you know? I think we can all agree. I think we can all agree that that's something you never want to experience. More fingertip movement? It depends. Do I want to get used to a new grip, though? I don't know. Sometimes I use fingertip grip. When do I use fingertip grip? If my hand's starting to feel... Like, if I'm having to do constant movements, I switch to a fingertip grip. Sometimes. But I feel less accurate when I do that. He says, hitting every shot with the fingertip grip. I'm just holding it with fingertips now. But it does feel uncomfortable, I will say. That was a headshot. I think. It feels like I'm having to strain a little. Oh, good shot, man. Ah, my face. Thank you for the 62 months. Why do you want the mouse to be so light? Because the lighter it is, the faster it can move. It's physics. I just got ground shake as soon as I went to fire this stupid gun. But yeah, I know that like a lot of people with very good aim use fingertip grip. But yeah, it feels uncomfortable. It feels like I'm not resting my hand. That's why I don't like it usually. What sense am I playing with? 1600 DPI. 1600 DPI. On this game, I think it's 3. But on Battlefield 6, it's 6 for some reason. I don't really know why they've done that, but... Wow. The quad hit through smoke. I don't know why I could see him perfectly there. He had like a 3D spotting symbol for the whole time. Is it wireless? Oh yeah, I only use wireless mice now. Wireless mice are superior to wired mice, and I used to be a wired mouse main. Okay, well, thank you, Bob. Sniping is easier on mouse and keyboard, but movement's easier on controller. I wouldn't say that's the reason why people play controller. I would say that movement and sniping is easier on mouse and keyboard, but aiming and tracking on controller is easier. But like, and sorry, not by aiming, I mean initial target like acquisition, because you get aim slowdown and sometimes aim what's the one way they just spam scoping in so that it centers on them? Have I seen the Zero Mouse V35? No. Does it have holes in it though? One thing I found with the one thing I've found an issue with is the mice with the holes in them is it gets so dirty and they're like impossible to clean, and it does feel uncomfortable holding it for a long time. Do I ever use aim trainers? I tried them. Oh my god. I feel like the only reason I'd want to use an aim trainer is for tracking. Like, I think I don't really have an issue with what's the word I'm looking for? Centering, I think people call it now. I don't have an issue with putting my crosshair on things quickly, but I do have an issue with keeping my crosshair on them as they're moving around. So I should probably be practicing tracking on Kovacs or something.
We have lost objective butter.
It's just a plastic holder with mouse electronics, 26 grams. Is that the mouse that Optimum designed? Oof. See, I used to be a high sense player, but not anymore. My 360 is 45 centimeters, which is probably the longest it can be before you start having issues with mouse pad size. That's normal for CS. I think the average in CS is 30 centimeters though. I did research on it I basically did a what's it called? I basically did a final, what's it called? Final hypothesis theory? What are they fucking called at uni? What do you do in your final year of uni? A thesis. I basically did a thesis on what is the most average mouse sensitivity for pro players. And it turned out to be 30 in most games. But obviously different games have different styles, but like it was Overwatch, Rainbow Six Siege, CS, and if you averaged out every single person's sensitivity from all of those games, it came to 30 centimeters. And that's where I always suggest people start. So if you don't know what your sense should be, set it to 30 centimeters and then work up and down from there. What was my bachelor's degree in? Game design. What I did was a meta-analysis. Yeah, it's not like I didn't actually do a paper. I literally just made a video. Battlefield 1's the best BF. It's the most accessible.
Retreat to the next sector.
That's what I'd say. But my game design course was actually not... My game design course was actually on... It was all coursework. Which, by the way, is the best thing in the world, because it meant that I didn't have to study for any tests, which would be the worst thing in the world, probably. 100% coursework degree. It meant that I could basically just do the work whenever I felt like it. And of course I did it 5 days before I needed to. Is game design tech related? Yes, I'd say so. It was the art and technical side. So it was coding, 3D modeling, animation, rigging, game engines, narratology. So we learned all about basically every part of how to make a game, and then how to actually, although they didn't teach us how to, like, did we do marketing? I don't think we did marketing. But it was all the technical side, and then a little bit of the narrative side. Do I remember any of it? Probably a little bit. Sounds like an interesting degree. The problem is most people won't take you seriously. Even, I think it's nice to have a game design degree, but ultimately, I think in this industry, most people get hired through the work that they've already completed, and like it's a good base, I would say. But I would say you learn the most from just doing your own research. Did I use any pro engines? Yeah, I used Unity and Unreal. Both of them. I actually think I preferred Unreal to Unity. I feel like Unity just had extra steps for a lot of shit. I'm just hiding things, man.
50 attackers remain.
Also, Unreal has a lot more stuff built in. Whereas Unity, you basically have to do everything from scratch a lot of the time. Maybe Unity's different now. So yeah, if you want to get into game design, I would definitely recommend literally following YouTube guides first and building your own things and showing someone that you can build your own thing. Because having a degree means nothing, basically, to them. They're just like, okay, so you have a degree. And let's see your past work, and you're just like, here's my final project where I made a rabbit turn into a dog. And they'll be like, all right, bye. Have I made any games? Yeah, we started making one. And it got Steam greenlit. And then our coder gave up and left us to
20 attackers remain.
left us alone, and that was that. The game was actually getting somewhere though. We were probably, I would say, about 40% finished. And then that was it. GG. Your coder gave up. Yeah.
Our defenses are strong. You brave soldiers
He just gave up. He was like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. And we were like,
and when they come for the last time,
all right, well, that's GG then. Any reason? If I remember correctly, they were not happy with how the progress of the game was going. And so they wanted to remake all of the assets for no reason. And I was like, we're not doing that. And because we didn't do it his way, he was like, well then, if we're not going to redo the entire game, then I'm going to leave. And I was like, but we've literally worked on the game for like 2 years. Why would we not use the assets that we have? No one's going to care if we change the way the game looks. And that's basically what happened. It was just like, oh, okay. So I'm not a full-time streamer. No, I am. That was 10 years ago, mate. That was 10 years ago, or 11, 12 years ago. What genre was it? It was first-person space exploration game, I guess you could say. We had like we had a vehicle that was working. We had an inventory system that worked. We had first-person guns, shooting animations. And it was, yeah, it looked scuffed as fuck, but it was working. Like, it didn't look good. Why was the coder have any say over assets? Because that's just how you did things. There was only 4 of us. There was only 4 of us total. So it was kind of like, when we made decisions, you know, it was kind of like, well, basically, he wanted to just have the final say, which isn't obviously how things work. And we were like, everyone else disagreed with him, so he just went, right then, I'll pull the plug. And we're like, okay, cool. Maybe you should have sold your idea to some dev studio. Nah. It was a very niche game. Imagine Star Citizen, but worse. That's what it was. It was like or like, what are the other space exploration games? Imagine No Man's Sky or Star Citizen, but literally the indie version. That's the way you gotta look at it. Like Astroneer, even worse than that. Just think of the most base level. No, not like Helldivers. Think of the most like, you have a ship, you have a vehicle, you can explore 2 planets. That was it. That was the plan, anyway. There was going to be some bandits, there was going to be some little missions and quests to do, and that was about it. It wasn't going to be good.
We have lost objective apples.
Do I have any future plans to continue working on the game? No. It's dead. It's over. It's out of date. No one would care. GG.
We have lost the
That's why you need better marketing. Yeah, but we weren't going to make Star Citizen. We didn't have the experience. Why was I working on it? Because at the time, I had nothing else going on. And it was kind of like, even if the game failed, at least I will have made something. You know? He's dead. It's just fun to make stuff. Yeah, in a way. And it was fun to make it. And I learned a lot. I learned more in doing that than I did doing the course. The course set me up, but then I had to learn everything else, basically. There you are. Have you thought about developing a new game now? No. Maybe I could using AI. So you have to remember, so think about it. If you're going to make a game, right? I would need to make literally, like, I'm trying to think of an example, right? Of like a really basic game. So to make, what's the simplest game I can think of? To make Minesweeper would probably take like 2 devs like a year. Or like 6 months. Probably not now, because we know how simple it is. But like, yeah, to make a platformer, you probably need like 4 devs, 30k a year on all 4, and about maybe 2 or 3 years, maybe 4 years or something like that. Obviously, it depends on like the level of complexity, but you need like 300k straight up. Probably, to make like a simple platformer that actually isn't shit. But that's what I'll mess around with Portal, yeah. You know what the most popular things on Portal are going to be, though, right? They're just going to be copies of other maps from the most popular games, which is great. That's what I love about it.
We have lost objective butter.
We're not going to be coming up with any new concepts that haven't already been done, though, you know? I'm certainly not going to be doing any coding either, and unfortunately, coding is going to be the most important part of Ball. Placing the assets as a whole, you know, that's just a level. It's going to be all about the AI and the interesting things you can do with the actual coding aspect. Come on, you know that there's going to be 5 Dust 2s at launch. There's going to be Dust 2. There's going to be Rust.
Objective Charlie.
There's going to be... What else is going to be? Hope someone makes some comp maps. Well, maybe. Will the BR assets be available in Portal? I have no idea. I assume they're going to give us a small subset. I don't think there's going to be a huge amount of assets in Portal. You know what I mean? I want Siege of Shanghai back. I don't think they're going to remake Siege of Shanghai. Too much work. Genuinely. Genuinely too much work. Just not feasible. Someone's going to make Operation Metro. Yeah, but it's going to be scuffed Metro because it's not going to make... Like, the assets aren't going to make sense. They're either going to be, like, grey box stuff. Because you can only reuse the stuff that they already have. Unless they're going to allow custom assets, which I don't think they are. I don't think they're going to allow you to import 3D models.
We are losing objective Alpha.
Ooh. Really, bro? Okay, dude. Am I doing teabagging?
We have taken objective Charlie.
Headshot, 16 damage. Who designed that? Great idea, guys. Only 6 headshots to kill an elite, guys. Very smart. Good balance. I'm getting pushed.
Lost objective apples.
Getting pushed. You dead or no? I don't even know how much... That guy's just going to live forever. We're never going to be able to kill him. Great. I got suppressed. Don't you love that, guys? Even if I'm on target and he's missing his shots, I am not allowed to shoot. I just have to keep running. Oh? How did that not hit? Damn. Oh, Dalian Plant. Do you know what? Dalian Plant is actually a really easy map to make because it's literally just a flat plane with some mountains on it. Anything that's like mostly terrain is easy. And then by easy, I mean because they don't have to have... Anything that's like urban is like really hard to make. So for instance, if you think about it, Firestorm is actually a great map to recreate because it's basically 90% terrain. And then it's just... You plop a few you know, obviously you still have to make custom assets, but you just plop them in the middle and it's fine. If you have to make a whole city, that's insane. Like, it's like 10 times the amount of work. Goldwood Railway, easy map to recreate. If you think about actually how, like, Goldwood Railway as a whole, it is literally the same building copied and pasted 50 times in different areas of the map with a train track through the middle and a construction site. Goldwood Railway, super easy. Lankang Dam, loads of custom assets. You got to have the whole dam there, right? And then the whole concrete bit. It's loads of work. Anything that's just basically loads of terrain is super easy to recreate. And that's why I think they're not going to remake a map like Siege of Shanghai. It's too much work. It's just literally insane amounts of work that they're never going to be able to do feasibly without basically remaking the entirety
50 attackers remain.
of every single... No, it's just not going to happen. Caspian Border, great idea. Caspian Border is super empty, and it's a lot of reusing the same buildings and the same models, fences and concrete, and
Taken objective Charlie.
the tower is probably the only unique asset that you need to really think about. That guy's still alive.
We have lost objective apples.
No, you don't want to? No? You want to play?
We have taken objective butter.
The Shanghai building collapse. Yeah, but you have to remember that the Shanghai building collapse affects massive parts of the map. It's not that simple. It's not like, yeah, just an asset swap. Yeah, but like, it's like loads of effects, and then it like, it's a kill volume, and then it's a moving of objectives, and it has to interact with every single enemy and vehicle that's currently in that area. There's loads of stuff going on, which is why it literally made the game lag. It literally made the game lag
We have lost the
every time it went off. He's still alive. Where'd he go?
retreat
Huh?
to the next sector.
Ah. Why don't you have this nice little special surprise? Oh, I didn't kill him. He ran straight through it. Dragon Valley. Dragon Valley. Yeah. Yeah, if you think about Dalian... Yes! If you think about Dalian Plant, it might be one of the most simple maps in Battlefield history. Alongside, what's that one in Battlefield 2042, the desert?
The enemy has reached the final objective.
Missed. Missed. Got him. Karg Island. Karg Island.
50 attackers
I can't
remain.
remember. I can't remember Karg Island. Oh no, I remember Karg Island. Isn't Karg Island not an island? It's a peninsula. Isn't that why it's weird? You want propaganda from BF4 back? Well, I've seen some leaks. I've seen someone did a leak, like what's it called? Thingamajig. Someone did a what's it called? A data mine, and they say that propaganda might be in that data mine. I've also seen a data mine about what map was it? I've saved it, I think, somewhere. Is he above? What the fuck? How do you get up there? There's 3 of them up there.
We are losing objective butter.
Why is he shaking his head at me?
20 attackers remain.
I don't really understand what's happening. 64 damage. Unlucky. Iwo Jima is pretty easy to recreate. In a way, there's still the tunnel system, but... El Alamein. El Alamein, great map to recreate. Silk Road, another one. Silk Road is the same base assets spread across, what, 5 different zones, and then it's just desert. Which is fantastic
We have lost objective
for any
Alpha.
budding map designer. Lovely. Wake Island, yeah, Wake Island's a good one.
We have held our defenses. Victory is ours.
But you see, that's what I'm saying. Propaganda, Tullar Market, and Downtown. Yes, I see it. That's it. Downtown from Hardline was in a
1918, the Germans
data mine.
perfected the art of defending in depth. But at Marne, the French proved that a new type of war could be waged that
I would
favoured
play
the
Silk Road just to
and
snipe
not
people across the
defend.
map. Well, that's the whole
A
point of
war
Silk
that
Road.
used mobile and mechanized combined arms.
Right, goodbye. Thank
If the
you.
Germans
I love
had
the
found
history.
success and mimicked these allied tactics, perhaps further assaults on
Yapping. What else we got here? Soissons. We'll get some good stuff through Portal. Warsong Gulch. Yeah, but again, Warsong Gulch. What a map. Easy. Just 2 bases and some cliffs, and that's it. I'm actually looking forward to seeing if people can do any like jump maps in Battlefield. Obviously, they will be able to do jump maps. But I'm interested to see what the popular mode... I feel like a lot of the popular modes are going to be like jet death runs and helicopter death runs. You know what I mean? Although we don't have a little bird yet, which is a bit sus.
Je doute que ce soit le cas, mais j'admire sa détermination. Nous nous attendons à ce que la guerre dure encore 2 ans.
Nice laggy intro. Wait, is this what map is this? Soissons. Soissons.
We have taken the sector.
And we are attacking. So why don't we do a little bit of French roleplay and use the label? Let's get a little French in here. Excuse me? Excuse you, dude. Sniper only maps will be popular. Yeah, so I tried to do a sniper only server. You have to understand that even if you're is that guy in a wall? Even if you have like a following and you want to keep a server alive, it's not that easy. You actually have to like be dedicated to actually keeping a server alive.
We have secured the sector.
Like the issue I had with 2042 is obviously the server would die if everyone left. And so the only way I would ever get people in the server was by basically being like, right, I'm joining the server now. Join if you want to play. And then the server would stay alive until the evening or the next day, and then it would die, and then the server would die, and then I'd have to build it up again. And so I think they've changed that for Battlefield 6 in that the server will stay alive as long as a few people join it. I think eventually I'm going to reignite the Discord as well, because the Discord is kind of dead. The Discord is definitely dead right now. What? I definitely just shot him. What are you talking about? So at some point, I'm going to try and actually use the Discord every day, as opposed to neglecting it. And I'll try and get people into the server, and yeah, we'll try and keep a community server alive this time, if I can. But the problem is I can't play on the server on stream unless we're doing silly stuff, because it doesn't usually go well for me. Did you really try and he tried to what's it called? He tried to bayonet charge me. It's like, no, sir. I was gonna say you have to hit those shots. I can't help you. Would a large delay fix that? Yeah, but then that ruins the stream. It means I can't talk to people. I might as well just not stream. Like, the thing, that's the problem. Like, if I play in the server, then as much as I want to believe that people will be like, no, we won't stream snipe, and they just do it. It's like, and like, it's par for the course, but it's just like... Okay, so we're dodging him. Oh.
Taken the sector. Clear the sector
No.
from enemy presence.
He's panicking. He's panicking. But yeah, so now in Battlefield 6, you are going to have dedicated servers, and the server will stay in... It will be able to be found even if there's no one on it. So I think it spools up the second one person joins the server or something. So that's cool. It's just that... I just don't know how we'll be able to keep it active forever, you know? Does BF6 streamer mode help at all? Not when you're telling people which server you're joining, no. But we'll be able to do it. The good thing about community servers, though, is we'll be able to do, like, fun modes. Like, basically any kind of, like, GTA 6 mode that you can think of, any kind of Fortnite custom mode you can think of, will be absolutely fine. You know what I mean? Anything like that is fine. It's more about, like, if we were just playing a normal game of Battlefield on our own server. But, like, you know, if we wanted to do any kind of GTA 5 mode, any kind of Fortnite mode, any kind of custom mode, jump maps,
The
like
final objective
races,
is within our reach.
anything like that would be fine. Oh, God. And now we're in the open with no cover. Oh, they're there, though. They're there. That's a tank. Shit.
Return
Right.
to the combat area.
This is not a good map for just running around with no cover, is it? It's certainly a more realistic battlefield. But is that the best for gameplay?
We have taken objective butter.
Why are these not hitting? How is that not hitting? I don't understand this gun. We're all about to die to that vehicle anyway, look. He didn't see me. There's no one in this trench? Sick. Excellent news for me. That the vehicle's on its way. Pretty sure there's a guy on this gun, because otherwise it wouldn't be disappeared from my minimap right now. So I'm thinking there's a guy on the gun. No? He's dead. Oh, come on. I was going to say, man. Is there an unlock in the new Battlefield for playing Battlefield 1? No. We're playing Battlefield 1 for fun. Can you imagine that? Ooh. That was good. Good thing I put that mine down, isn't it? Wow. When I'm going to abuse the shit out of the rangefinder. Yeah, I'm trying to make it very clear that, like, this isn't a self-serving, what's the word? People seem to think that I have an ulterior motive in removing the rangefinder. Like I'm somehow like, no, now people can shoot me easier than I can shoot them. It's like, no, it's actually the opposite. It's just that anyone that knows how to use it is just going to obliterate each other anyway. Like I'm trying to make the game better for everyone long term, and if you don't bring up this stuff now, it's just going to become the norm. And it shouldn't be the norm. It's stupid. It's a dumb addition to the game. I don't know a single other game that has something that overpowered for sniper rifles when it's already got sweet spot. Oh. The game couldn't be any simpler, really. Already. Really? I basically just... Oh. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. The rangefinder is a bad mechanic. It's not bad. It's insane. I don't think people realize how strong that is. Like, there's no other game does this. Even like hold your hand games like Call of Duty and Delta Force literally don't have that. They have a scope that does that, by the way. There is one scope that does it. Not all scopes whenever you feel like it and you can use them whenever. You know what I mean? Is this guy gonna peek or what? What's he doing? Oh, he's further... So he's over there now, is he? Let's put down 2 mines.
We are losing objective butter.
Whoa, that was a nice one. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies around here. There's not that much cover either. Well, I guess that's that. Even Delta Force just shows the position you have to readjust your aim. Yeah, precisely. It's easy, don't get me wrong. That one's pretty much just as easy, but at least it requires you to actually aim above the target. Battlefield just goes, yeah, just aim straight at him, bro. GG. Don't even think about it. I'm gonna die because I'm gonna get stuck. And also, with Delta Force, it's like a 12x scope or something, isn't it? I'm pretty sure with this zeroing thing, you can literally use an iron sight and zero it in the same way with the rangefinder. So it works with all the scopes in the game. It just all it does is just set your zeroing to whatever it feels like. This guy literally just cheesing the fucking one shot, and even if I headshot him, I have to headshot him 4 times. Great balance. Whoever thought that one up, genius. Can't even see him when he's there because he's hasn't got a scope yet. Got him. Wow, 29. Vehicle disabled. That should have been my kill. Uber Kinger, thank you for the 8 months. Thank you. If you use the rangefinder, you should be immediately deleted from the game for no reason. If you use the rangefinder every 30 seconds, a sparrow flies into your eyes and pecks them out, so you're blind. Oh, because that's funny. That is actually funny. Because he hit me and didn't miss, it didn't suppress me, so I was able to shoot him in the head without any accuracy penalty. But if he'd missed, I would have missed. Isn't that funny? Funny mechanics, suppression, isn't it? Oh, okay. I think I'm dead. Yeah. How do you feel about Arena Breakout? It's alright.
Forces remain.
I played a lot of it at launch, or when it was like in beta, and like it has the same problem that a lot of these extraction shooters do for me, which is that you play it for a few hours, you die instantly 5 games in a row, and you go, all right, I'm done. It just sometimes feels like there's nothing you could ever do. It doesn't matter how you play, how slow you play, whatever you do. It just doesn't. It just sometimes just feels like you just die for no reason over and over and over again, and that becomes less enjoyable. Someone's enjoying it, yeah, because it's basically Tarkov. It's Tarkov, but more casual, which is probably what I'd like. And I did like it. But yeah, it was just one of those things of just like... I think I lost 5 games in a row without seeing a single player and just died over and over again. And I was just like... I think I'm good. They are checking nades. Damn, okay. Level 0, by the way. What the fuck? First ever game? Hey, love your vibes. Add me on my Discord. I'm not gonna scam you, don't worry. This isn't a scam. I'm not gonna steal your credit card details. Damn. By the way, if anyone's messaged you on Discord and it's my name, it's literally not me. I'm sure there's at least one of you here that's probably wondering, like, damn, I've been talking to this streamer on Discord for weeks. So, no, literally never do that. It's not me. Nope. If someone uses the rangefinder, the enemy gets a warning. Yeah, but that's stupid. Doesn't make any sense. But in my opinion, the rangefinder should be something that either is attached to a scope that's... Basically, it should be something that attaches to a scope that makes the gun basically dog shit in every other aspect other than shooting at long range. Or it's attached to a third-party... What's it called? Binoculars, where you get the range and then it will automatically zero your gun after you pull it out. So there's a delay between you getting the range, ranging your gun, and then firing it. As opposed to, right, there's the enemy. Instantly range banned. Oh, there's an enemy. Enemy 600 meters. Headshot. There, dead. One of the hardest things about sniping in any Battlefield game is that it takes a while for you to either judge the bullet drop or to zero the sniper so that you can get the shot on target. And even when you do zero the snipers in every other game, it's only closest, it's like the closest to the 100, to the closest 100 meters, right? Which isn't perfect. You still have to adjust your aim up and down depending on where it goes. This is dog shit. I think everyone's going to abuse the shit out of the rangefinder, because why wouldn't you? Damn. Do I hear a guy to my right running around? Oh, I do, yeah. What is he doing? I was gonna say thank you. So dumb. So dumb. So dumb. So dumb.
Yes, the attack failed. But do not lose.
So dumb.
It is the last 5% of possible exertion that often wins the battle.
Did they go too far with the glint nerf? Probably. Might have been a bit too much. Absolutely zero respect to the guy who's using the tank hunter there. Cheesy. Maximum cheese. Holy shit, dude. They've woken a beast in me. Yo, Flahu, thank you for the 25 months. Thank you. I hear footsteps. Hold on. Maybe it's our teammates. Can't quite tell. Yo, thank you, Flahu. Oh my god. Take the objective.
Take an objective butter.
Can't really see that guy that's slightly further. I was gonna say, what's he doing? Good. Will there be another Battlefield 6 beta? No. No. Okay, there was a guy there. Yeah, the game's out. We have literally 16 days. 16 days, and then we're done. And then it's Jeej. Oh, there's a guy right here. Yeah, we gotta be careful there. That guy ran away. What happens to the other guy? Where's our where's our what's it called?
We are losing objective butter.
Where's our heavy tank? The big one. That was a headshot. Don't lie to me. That was also a headshot. That was also a headshot. It's because of the... I'm guessing there's like a delay. Because even though he'd moved it, I was definitely not seeing him move it. It's pressed, so I can't shoot. Epic balance. Suppressed, so I can't shoot. You see why I ended up liking BF5 sniping more? I'm literally not allowed to shoot until they stop shooting at me. Still not allowed to shoot. Suppressed for like a full 30 seconds there. We need the vehicles to actually push up past the spawn, otherwise we're never going to leave. Hot take, 2042 sniping is the best. Why? It's hilarious EA gave you guys creator codes, but couldn't you give you like 2% off for using them? Yeah, well... It's because they're already taking the hit for you using them with our names on them, right? Every time someone uses my code, it's 5% of the sale. So I would actually, I guess actually, do you know what I would prefer? Instead of giving me 5%, if they took 2% off and I could give the savings to the people that use my code, that would make sense. So I would prefer to have 3% of the sale and then give people 2% off. Because then more people would use the code, right? But at the end of the day, I think it's the idea that they still want the maximum amount and they still want, you know what I mean? I think it still makes sense to them to do the 5%. How much is the base game? Is it £70 or something? Yeah, I would like 1 share of EA per sale of the game, please. £60 with pre-order. Better than I thought, actually. Bad to have to fight these guys there. Why did I have no animation? Bro, they're coming. You're gonna have to fight them with your rifle. That was a headshot, but I think I was suppressed. Never mind. Anything else I could do to push up? Footsteps. GG. He run in and he hit by it. Oh my god, how am I almost dead? How have we not pushed up at all? That's what I want to know. That should have hit them. They didn't. Can't we just destroy? Oh my god, that hit the ground? Are you kidding me? How did that hit the ground? Please? The worst thing is we aren't even close to pushing. .2042 sniping feels satisfying, but does it feel more satisfying than BF5 though? I don't think so. I've always felt like 2042 sniping feels a bit like wooden. Like, it's strong. Because there's no suppression. No, you don't. There's no suppression. I've always felt like 2042 or Battlefield 5 sniping is the most satisfying. And skillful, I guess. Jesus, we can't do anything to push up. What's happening? I think the problem is there's just too many angles for them to snipe us and bomb us, and the planes are just doing too much work. How did I miss? You. Oh, there's
We
just...
are losing objective Butter.
I mean, we can hit every shot. Will there be cheers in BF6? No. No cheers. I think that, yeah, this is going to be none. They've cracked it. I think the only way we're getting anything done is maybe with the SMLE, but even then, I don't know. Even with the SMLE, I don't know if I think I can do it. Why does it say that there's someone in front of me, but I can't see them? Like, I'm looking right at them, am I not? Thank you. Now I have no health. I've realized no one's playing medic on our team as well, but it is what it is. It is what it is. No, he's got 86 damage. Thank you. Anyone else? Why am I the closest guy to the front line right now? You have to push, guys. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. Yeah. GG's. It's over. What do you mean I got spawned? Oh my god, please. Thank you. Please. Got that guy too. Stupid horsey as well. Stupid horsey. Although having to dodge a horseman whilst he can sit there and I have to headshot him 6 times. Dice. You have to headshot the horseman 6 times. Why? Why is that a thing? I've hit him 3 times with a sniper rifle. Are you stupid? And I just headshot him 4 times. What a joke of a balance. Now he just heals as well. There's literally nothing I can do. Complete waste of time. Who balanced that? Dumb as fuck. That guy's got 100 kills with the mortars, or 100 stars with the mortar as well. Stupid balance. Stupid. Dumb. The worst thing is as well, like the guy on the horse, right? I'm headshotting him. I hit him 4 times, once in the head as well, and he's just literally going, just moving around slowly and just aiming backwards like this, and just, it's so dumb.
The assault was a failure again. But too much French blood has been spilled to give up now.
What are you doing? No.
Last time.
We are being reinforced with a behemoth.
No, you do 1600. You set it to 1600 DPI, and then you do your 45 centimeter 360. Anyway, can't be us. That horse armor though. What, the horse armor that sticks to the guy? Ooh. Jesus. Was this around the same time as Star Wars Battlefront? Yeah, you already had Star Wars Battlefront 1. Wait, was it? Wait, wasn't Battlefront 1 2015? Or when was it? When was Battlefront 1? There needs to be a new Battlefront game. Maybe they will do that. 2016. 26. Yeah. So wait, no. Was it the end of 2016? Because Battlefield 1 was the beginning of 2016, wasn't it? Yeesh. Arasaka, whatever. Arasaka. Is that guy actually just prone? Mental.
We have lost
October
objective
2016, yeah. I'm not sure if they have the rights. Yeah, but Disney will just give them the rights. If it makes them money. If money equals yes, then give rights. I think is how that works. I missed them.
We are losing objective Charlie.
Nah. What's your opinion on the DMRs in BF6? Yeah, I'm not using them. The what's it called? The MK14 or whatever it is, but what's it called? The EMR? Terrible. Like, you have to remember,
We are losing
at close range, some of them had more bullets to kill, or the same bullets to kill as an assault rifle that was automatic with 30 rounds. And it was like a 20 round mag, fired slow. It didn't make any fucking sense at all. Oh, we lost? Sick.
Brothers, be noble in defeat, be humble. Though the British rejoice, these lands cannot be owned. These sands will always be free. Now march back to our homelands and
Hey, the gaming's got so bad that BF6 warrants a hype train. Well, look at it this way. Battlefield 6 might be one of the only games that's coming out without alleged SBMM to the way that we know it on every other fucking game that comes out. For the first time ever. Although it doesn't have a server browser, so, you know, it's swings and roundabouts, really. Basically, this is my mindset every time a good game comes out. Okay, amazing game, just played it. Okay, cool, right. Does it have SBMM? No? Okay, I'll probably play it for like a couple of months. Maybe I'll even, 6 months. Okay, does it have SBMM? And it's a casual game? Yes, right, 2 weeks. I'll enjoy the game for 2 weeks. Thank you for letting me know. Appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know early. Like, if I know the game has SBMM and it's in a casual playlist, I'm like, right, 2 weeks. Call of Duty, 2 weeks. Doesn't matter how good the game is, 2 weeks, and I'll be done. I won't be able to play anymore. At least, no, but in a ranked game, it makes sense. That's the whole point of the game, is that it's ranked, right? So if I'm playing Overwatch, if I'm playing CS, even Rainbow Six Siege to a degree, it's a competitive game. That makes sense. Yeah, sure, I get it. I don't want to be just slamming dudes in a round-based game. But if I'm playing Battlefield or I'm playing Conquest, what the fuck? Why would I want to just be up against Shrouds every game? Are you mad? I guess I should probably hide the screen. I mean, wait, no, it'd be rude not to. X-Defiant died anyway. But X-Defiant was also a hero shooter with abilities. It's the same reason I was thinking about playing Delta Force today. I was like, oh, should I play the new season of Delta Force? And then I watched the trailer, and I forgot how annoying all the hero abilities are. Like, you're running around, someone fires a triple grenade launcher from their wrist rockets, and you're just like, what? And then it's like, oh, someone's revealed you with the bow. And it's like, oh my god, no, dude. This is not what I wanted. And then, yeah, X-Defiant was like, it was fine. But I remember that just getting cheesed by the spider drone. And I was just like, brother, what is... Okay, there's just 2 servers I'm not allowed to play for whatever reason. Maybe like KD limit or something. Yeah, it was just dumb. Just dumb shit all the time. That's why BattleBit was... I played BattleBit for like a month after that came out. I can't remember why I stopped playing BattleBit. I think in the end I didn't like the mix between arcade and casual effects. Like the game was just like, sometimes you'd instantly kill someone, sometimes you wouldn't because you hit them in the chest and they have a chest plate, but then they have bleeding and you have to use bandages and the bandage is limited and there's no health regen. It's like, what is going on? Is this... And then you could slide prone in every fight, so you could get into a fight and then slide spam prone or whatever. I was like, what are we playing? Are we having... Is it hardcore or not? Like, if it's hardcore, then we all should just be standing in a line and there shouldn't be any movement tech or anything like this. And if it's casual, then get rid of this stupid armor bullshit where some people just have more health than others. And also, honestly, I don't like the blocky characters. I think that they should maybe upgrade to normal human characters and just make them look scuffed. Make them look like COD 2 characters or something. I think they should upgrade to humanoid hitboxes in order to balance the game better. Did I ever play or like Squad? No. So, I played Squad, and I found it so, like, unreadable. Like, it just feels like I never saw... It's a bit like Hell Let Loose. Like, I just never saw anyone... I never really felt like I got to grips with what I was doing half the time. And then I played Armor of Forger, and I didn't get that. Like, Armor of Forger to me is a better version of Squad. Which makes more sense. And that's why I liked it. Let's try that. Why not? After all, why not? Oh, this server has no players in it. That's not allowed. They lied. I'm seeing a lot of Armor of Forger content where people are just running around as Yetis and shit as the admins. Not gonna lie, I'd probably enjoy that as well. When does BF6 come out? 10th of October. Finding a server the way you are is one of my least liked experiences. Well, then you'll love a server. You'll love matchmaking then. Ooh, I got a fresh one. Do I play Medic? Do I play Assault? What do I play? RSC? RSC could go crazy. What else? What other guns were there? I think the world needs a Time Splitters 2 remake. But the question is, will the aiming be like it was in the old game? These are all bots. These are all bots. The vibes were off straight away. I immediately knew these were bots. I am the only real player. There's 2 people in this server. 3. Everyone else is a bot. Dude, BF1's weird these days, man. Why? Because it makes people join the server because they think there's real players in it, and then it replaces the bots with it replaces the fake players with real players. That's so weird. Is this gonna let me join? October 10th at 4 p.m. That's what people are saying, yeah. Right, are these real players? Yo, a real server! Let's go! A real server with real players, maybe. I've forgotten how to play this map. I haven't played this map in a very long time.
We have lost objective butter.
Ooh. Unlucky. I didn't hear that guy. Oh my god, there is a guy on the floor. Wow, that's very skilled. Very well played, man. Oops. Run the Automatica? I mean, I could. I technically could. Did they kill this guy? Hang on. Oh, you gave up. Okay. How will the aim assist be for controllers on BF6? I think it will be a step below Call of Duty, but I think it will be stronger than other games. That's why you haven't seen me complain about controller aim assist yet. But also, we don't have a kill cam to see the most insane aim you've ever seen on a controller like we do in Call of Duty. So honestly, sometimes the kill cam is one of the downfalls of Call of Duty because you get to see the bullshit that the enemy player just pulled on you.
We have lost objective butter.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't see someone pulling rotational aim assist on Battlefield, but I can on Call of Duty. I love playing medic on BF1. It's so simple. Like, it's really easy to heal people, res people. There's no like thought process in resing people, really. You just walk up to them and click a button. Done. Did they nerf aim assist from the Bayer? No, I think so. Yeah, fuck off. Trying to just go back up. No. Stay where you are. He was trying to do this. He was trying to go I was like, no, not having it. Not having it. Come on. You have to push. Either push or run away. It's your two options. None of this snaking bullshit. Well, can I just steal your shotgun? Wow. The Model 10A, eh? I like having healing and a shotgun. It's quite nice.
We have lost objective Edward.
Whoa, it was close.
We have taken objective butter.
The new aim assist felt more sticky in the new test. Well, I'll tell you, someone else is going to feel sticky in a minute. But, yeah, that's not great. But, I mean, I didn't hear anything different. Oh, no, I remember what it was. I remember what changed with the aim assist. They basically changed the default settings. So it's not that they've made it better or worse. They just changed what the default was. I'm pretty sure what happened is they literally basically used Lackey's settings as the default for controller. So it's not that they've made the aim assist stronger, they've just changed how it works. And that's why it feels stronger. I mean, the good news is that I'm a medic. And I'm using a hipfire weapon, so... Huh? Who just did insane amounts of damage and then just runs away?
We are losing objective Duff.
Oh my god, the timing was fucking actually insane. It couldn't have been worse. Good thing that footsteps exist in Battlefield games. Am I right, everyone?
We have lost objective apples.
Basically, you can never rely on footsteps in any Battlefield game ever. It's always been like this. Yeah, you see, if you don't get that first hit with the shotgun, you're dead, mate.
We have taken objective Edward.
You're dead, mate. Hello, Earth Baby. Can't wait to watch you play BF6. I mean, same. I can't wait to watch myself play BF6. I'm gonna watch back my streams every day. That guy just got 7 kills there. Maybe I should run around with the shotgun. Ow. Okay, I guess I'll die then. BF5 and 2042 have the best footsteps. BF5 maybe. 2042 and BF6 are very similar footsteps. In fact, I think they use the exact same footstep system in BF6 as they do in 2042, which is if they're in front of you, you can maybe hear them sometimes. That was fucking horrible. If they're in front of you, you can maybe hear them. If they're behind you, they basically make no sound. And I don't know why. Like, they're invisible. Like, they don't... And weirdly, it will play other sound effects that the player makes, but not their footsteps. I have a clip where I'm waiting behind a box. I'm waiting... So, like, the enemy's here, right? I'm waiting here behind a box. And there's a smoke, and I get shell-shocked or whatever. So I'm shell-shocked. Which actually makes it easier to hear the sounds around me, funny enough, because it muted everything else. And what you hear is the guy's running along here. You hear him slide there, and then he and then you hear one footstep dead. So you hear him slide there, no footsteps, no footsteps, no footsteps, no footsteps. Because I'm facing this way, I hear the footstep there, and that's the only one you hear. And it's like, why the fuck can I hear him slide? You hear the that sound, and then nothing else, and it clear as day. You can hear it as well. You can hear it clear as day. And because of the what's it called? You know the sound effect where you the sound effect where you have the shell shock. So it was almost whoa, 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 whoa. Who the hell is hitting me? Invisible man? What the hell? And that's when I was like, okay, this is like a good example of where the audio is just not doing anything for some reason. Why was I being killed by the invisible man in that room? Everyone's just using the, what's it called, the trench thingamajig and the shotgun. I can't really beat him.
Halfway there, the enemy has the upper hand.
Did we get that guy? Where's the other guy? The Fedorov trench is a good hipfire weapon. I always found that if you're going to play any automatic weapon in this game, best hipfire always wins. I feel like only the DMRs and the bolt actions are the ones that you should bother ADSing with, because the ADS accuracy is about as good as the hipfire anyway. That's my theory. Aiming down sight is basically pointless in this game. I'm about to die. I was hoping my teammate maybe would step up and kill that guy before he ran at me. Pointless in BF1 specifically. Yes, BF1 has the most spread. Okay, maybe not as the older Battlefields, to be fair. If you guys have played older Battlefields, you know what I'm talking about. But essentially, in Battlefield 2, aiming down sight was basically just rolling a dice. Aiming down sight would be, you would just shoot the gun and the gun would just shoot as if you fired it in hipfire in Modern Warfare, in like Call of Duty. It just did not go anywhere close to where you aimed, basically. It's so fucking annoying. You could just see my legs through the smoke and I couldn't see them at all. ADS and hipfire are the same. They're not. It's just that you can move faster in hipfire. So whilst I'm ADS, look at how fast my movement speed is, but look how fast I can... Sorry. Look how much faster I can move and hipfire, right? And it's kind of accurate. And I'm basically getting the same kind of accuracy when I ADS anyway, whilst I'm moving and shooting. So I came to the conclusion that I might as well just hipfire and move and shoot than be an easier target in ADS and also just get hit and die anyway. You know? I think that's how it works.
We have taken objective Edward.
So if you stand still in ADS, you probably have an advantage. But I think when you're moving and shooting, a hipfire gun is always going to outdo a ADS weapon. Same with the pistols. I actually believe it's like... I actually think that it's way better to just hipfire spam any sidearm in the game than it is to try and ADS it.
We are losing objective Edward.
Oh. I'm taking damage from something through a wall. It was right there. I pulled out the auto revolver because the TTK is quicker when I use the auto revolver at close range than my primary at mid range. So if you're gonna push a corner, the revolver goes crazy if you hit both shots. Frumpy Andy, have I checked out Jump Space at all? No, we played it on stream. You're talking about Jump Ship. I played Jump Ship with Will, Tomo, and Jack. That was good. It was good, but it wasn't that exciting. 99 damage, by the way. 99 damage on that guy with the shotgun. Kind of crazy. Didn't see him, dude.
Losing objective Edward.
Perfectly hidden in the smoke of the muzzle. They renamed it to Jump Space. Why? Jump Ship makes so much more sense. Was it a copyright issue? Like, what the fuck happened?
We have lost objective Edward.
Oh, I got him. Nice. You see what I mean about the hip fire now? Okay, what happened to my nade? The nade literally landed in his arsehole. And it didn't do damage, did it? Oh, some legal issue? Damn. Oh yeah, they're not allowing you to have smokes on any class other than support in Battlefield 6, which I think is a very bad idea. Smokes are like smokes have always been a universal grenade because of well, anyone who knows anything, if you actually want to play the game properly, smokes are required. Especially in Battle Royale, but any kind of objective game mode, if smokes make all the difference. Did that really go under the floor, dude? That's crazy. Yeah, no, frag grenades are coming. Frag grenades are on any class. That's what I found weird. Why is it not smokes as well?
We are losing objective butter.
Nice. Got him. What? Didn't even see that. Smokes for pushing are imperative. Yeah, if you actually like want to win a game and don't actually want to just cheese kills or whatever, you need to have smokes. As much as I love cheesing kills, like, don't get me wrong. Who doesn't love cheesing kills? Rather than actually pushing the objective. Yeah, smokes should be available in every class, for sure. Who just... Was that a shotgun blast that took me to 0 health? The fuck was that? Okay. Yeah, they gave up. Unlucky. And they did not go where I wanted it to. Okay. Do you think it would be easy for them to put smokes back on all classes? It's literally a simple case of changing one value in a line of code. Yes. In terms of like thing, but... And I wouldn't even see it as a balance issue. In the first place. Okay, footsteps on my left, but it was a teammate. I was going to say, I didn't have to worry too much because I knew he was going to run into that mine. It was whether it was going to one-try him or not.
We are losing objective Edward.
Damn. Nice. Very good, very nice. I hope they fix the stupid auto-zeroing. I do too. Trust me, I do too. Is he waiting for the res or what? Well, I've kind of killed that guy. Oh no, I kept him alive. We kept him alive. Actually kept that guy alive.
We are losing.
How am I still taking damage? Please heal myself. Please heal yourself. So annoying. Please heal. How many times do I need to heal myself? I forgot that in BF1 it counts up instead of down. Forgot that was a thing.
A sentry kit is available near your location.
Wow, that was a lot of dudes. Why play BF6 over this goated game? Because this game is 9 years old. You know? It's had its day. I'm pretty sure you and Jack have access to the dice office. Yeah, I'll head over there later and see if I can just change it myself. Yeah, I'll see if they'll let me in. You're done with 2042. Hell yeah. Is that a Case fan mug? Yeah. One of my favorite mugs because it's got what's it called? It's like matte on the outside and then ceramic on the inside. Very nice to drink from. And I've put it in the dishwasher about 100 times and somehow it hasn't faded at all. I feel like they might be using uranium or something. Thoughts on insulated mugs? I'll tell you the problem with insulated mugs. They don't keep your drink that cool. They're not nice to drink from because they usually have a plastic rim and they're really annoying to clean. That's posh. You have a dishwasher. Yeah, her name's Ella. No, but I do actually have a normal dishwasher. Electric one. Anyway, the joke is over. But no, yeah, I don't really like thermal cups because they don't last very long. You know? I may have awoken the beast. I don't like thermal cups because they don't last very long. They're kind of like... they kind of just get dirty really quickly and they're not nice to clean.
We have taken objective.
Do I rinse my utensils after getting them out of the dishwasher? No. If I have a drinks cup, you know, like a plastic water bowl, then yeah, I will. It wasn't. See you in court. I think you'll find that she hasn't done she hasn't washed a dish in 5 years, I reckon. Very nice, very nice. Oh, there's a vehicle that will kill me instantly if I come around that corner. See? God, there's people everywhere.
We are losing objective Charlie.
Why no face cam? Because then you can pick between HD gameplay or beautiful face gameplay. You are not allowed to shoot whilst you are coming out of prone. Did I pre-order Arc Raiders already? Unless you get some sort of insane pre-order bonus, I don't see the point. As with any game. Is there an insane pre-order bonus? If there isn't, then yeah, I don't know. Don't really... Do you get to play the game early? I think? Guaranteed access to the playtest, maybe? Man, that was really enjoyable. I like the part where I ran around in a circle and I had literally no choice other than dying instantly. Cosmetics. Are they good cosmetics? You get a dishwasher for pre-ordering our graders. That's good value, to be honest. There's an open playtest from the 17th to 19th. Yeah, I know. Annoying. Why can't they do it now? Why don't we do a playtest now, art graders? What about a playtest now? What do you think, guys? What about a playtest, I don't know, next week? There's literally nothing else going on. Why are we doing a playtest so late? Wait, are you saying if you pre-order upgraders, you get a wife? No, I said a dishwasher. Huh? Arc Raiders playtest in 10 minutes? Yes, please.
We are losing objective butter.
Oh, for fuck's sake. How did I just die in one shot, though? Sorry? Was I already low on health? The fuck? Am I joining the BO7 beta? Yeah, probably.
We have lost objective butter.
Gotta give it a try. Oh my god, they're so annoying. Hang on. Did you kill him? What happened to him? Can't see shit because of the smoke. These bastards. It's a vehicle I don't want to deal with. That is a vehicle that I don't want to deal with. We can't really do anything until that vehicle's dead, so that's cheese, isn't it? There's another vehicle there. See if we can take D.
We are losing objective
Never mind. I guess I'll die, even though that was being covered, and for some reason they managed to kill me before I could even survive. How am I getting shot when I'm in the open with my teammates covering me? I thought the teammates had it, no? Okay, so they just got someone up there. No footsteps, if there is anyone. I can't hear any. I can just about hear something in that room, maybe? What? A snipe? A snipe from a random angle? What's my code to support me? Stoddy. S-T-O-D-E-H. If you use it, do let me know, because then I can actually see if it's actually tracking. I don't think it needs to be caps or anything.
We have lost objective Edward.
Okay. No one's here? What do you happens if you use my code? You do not get a discount. It is simply a support creator code, the same thing as like Epic Games or even Call of Duty.
We have lost
If you're already planning on buying something, it basically is like an affiliate code. You know what I mean? That's all it is.
We have taken objective butter.
And it doesn't work on Steam, unfortunately. It only works on EA. And your willy grows. Yeah. I didn't say that. Someone else did. 1 centimeter. $20 copies. But how did he survive that? What is this, skate? I was gonna say, bro. Where are these shots going? One times 1 equals 2? Damn, that's 2-shot range is crazy. Oh, there's the guy there. What's my favorite Battlefield? Battlefield 4 was the one I spent the most time in. The problem is that if you go back to it now, like this is what I'm thinking basically. If I go back to BF4, there's a very high chance that I'll probably be harassed. And I just don't know if I can be arsed with it. Which is why I like BF4. But it's also not the safest in terms of security protocols. I mean, am I allowed to peek yet? Okay, so there's no one up there. Okay, cool. It's a very old-fashioned system. The guy's dead. Anyone else? Is there not someone on the roof up here? No? I thought I heard like 15 people walking around. Are you fucking kidding me? Why would there be someone there? Oh my god, this game is so annoying. Ah, just the cheesiest of cheeses.
Soll ich deine Wunden versorgen? Erste Hilfe. Ich hoffe, das Zeug nützt was.
That's a lot of dudes.
Ich zieh mir die Wunde an.
That's a lot of dudes.
Erste Hilfe, nimm schon.
Objective Duff.
Ow. Please heal myself. Why am I not healing myself?
Erste Hilfe für dich.
Ugh. Why am I not healing myself? Heal yourself.
Braucht jemand Erste Hilfe?
God. Standing there with like 5 health for 20 seconds.
Soll ich dich wieder zusammenflecken? Granate raus.
Heal thyself.
We are losing objective Duff.
No, I see him. I see him. Where are you? Are they still hiding down here? It's a vehicle. I'm not dealing with that.
Erste Hilfe.
Nice. You've got to be so careful with this angle here. Again, I can't hear any footsteps, but now I can. It's a vehicle.
We have lost objective Duff.
I don't know if they can see my gun sticking out if I stand up. I don't think they can here. They can't see my gun sticking out here because otherwise they would have peeked me already. That's a lot of enemies. Yeah. By the way, didn't hear this guy running around at all. No audio on this guy running around. Didn't even know he existed. Oh my god, this guy... There's an enemy right next to me. Welcome to Battlefield Audio. What the fuck do you mean there's a guy literally 2 feet away? What is going on with the audio in this game?
Halfway there.
Just nothing. Zero audio. Oh, 98 damage there.
Hier, erste Hilfe.
Reloading, but I think there's people close because I can hear footsteps, but I don't know where they are. Is it teammates or enemies? Teammates or enemies? I guess you could argue, yeah, BF1 is the last Battlefield game before they started doing MTX, wasn't it?
Erste Hilfe,
But it did have premium. So the MTX in this game, or the post-launch monetization, was in the premium, wasn't it? God, I hate the suppression. This guy's running out there.
Versorgt deine Wunden.
50 damage.
Damit kommst du auf die Beine. Bist du verletzt?
Oh, come on, man. How's this guy able to get around the corner when there's that many people watching it? Which BF do I enjoy the most? These days, Battlefield 1 is the chillest. Battlefield 5 is the most intense. And Battlefield 2042 is the most frustrating. Somehow. Even though Battlefield 1 has the most annoying, crazy fucking bullshit in it, I feel like there's actually more BS in Battlefield 2042. I had no footsteps at all as he ran up the stairs. Thank you. Dumb. 2042, I'm trying to think of a reason why I play 2042. Like, what do I enjoy other than Battlefield 6 unlocks? Trying to think about it. What do I like about 2042? I like the crossbow in 2042. I like the performance is quite nice. Sometimes. It's sometimes fun to use the characters that are literally like, oh my. I like using some of the characters that have ridiculous movement mechanics because you're not going to get that in any other Battlefield game. Oh my god, I hate suppression so much, dude. Aiming right at that guy. And you get killed by a tank 2 kilometers away. What do I like about 2042? Is there anything I go, oh, I'd love to do that?
Erste Hilfe, nimm schon!
No, not really. There's not really anything where I'm like, oh, I'd really love to play that on 2042 right now. I love the voice lines. I asked for the voice lines to be removed.
Objective apples.
And they did remove them, for the most part. So I'll take random damage. Oh, nowhere. Nice. This guy still has no footsteps, even though he's... Again, I can see him on the mini-map. I can't see him or hear him. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. And I didn't heal again.
Erste Hilfe, nimm schon!
Please heal. Please heal. And now I hear him, look. What the hell?
Ich krieg dich wieder hin!
Where is the audio? Where is the audio?
Hier, erste Hilfe! Damit kommst du auf die Beine.
Oh my god, why didn't that work? Oh my god, I'm still alive. Yes. Yes. Didn't hear that guy behind me. Just go the Webley only. Well, I mean, it is insane. What am I going to do if BF6 triggers you as hard as this or 2042? I mean, this is barely a triggering, I think. Oh, no audio on that guy running around with a SMG. There's literally no audio. Love it. I mean, I've already complained about the audio on BF6. The audio on BF6, especially on footsteps, is atrocious. And you have just as bad instances as this game. And the same with 2042. 2042, and 2042 is even worse because people can come from random angles that you're never expecting, like a McKay or a, what's it called? A McKay can just appear out of thin air, and or a wingsuit lady, and then you don't hear it, and it drives you absolutely wild.
Hier, Mann, erste Hilfe!
Sundance again, just appear like, just no audio, rolls in. You literally see it sometimes, and you're just like, you're telling me someone traveling at 50 miles an hour in the air didn't make a single sound landing. Oh, I got a headshot. Didn't do much damage though, did it? That was a good nade.
Du bist verletzt, ich sieh mir das an.
Oh, footsteps around the back to the right. Did I finish Dying Like the Beast? Yeah, we finished it. We completed it. It was good. It's like a solid 8 out of 10.
Soll ich mir die Wunde mal ansehen?
Solid 8 out of 10, I think.
We have lost objective Edward.
Hier, erste Hilfe!
Maybe a 7.5. Oh, how did this guy just die? Can't see shit. Who killed him? How can they see?
Erste Hilfe, greif zu, Mann!
I will say that towards the end of the Dying Light thing, like, it was a bit of a silly boss fight. Like, you have to admit. it did the classic trope of, and now it almost turned into Metal Gear at the end of Dying Light. Need to go up here because otherwise I die. I didn't really want that. Right then, anyone up here? They're dead. Steps above. Footsteps above. Footsteps above. I heard it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where'd the shotgun blast come from? Ooh. Shit. It's right there.
We have taken objective Duff.
I'm asking myself if streaming as a job ruins the gaming experience. So, I would say I never play the games on stream that I play, or like I never play the games off stream that I usually play on stream. But there is games that I play off stream that I also don't play on stream. So it's like you just have a different gaming lifestyle. So for instance, off stream, I'm playing Mosalina and Megabonk, but on stream I only play like FPSs and shit. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Then just pull back even further, because remember, I'm all about... Mine's all about medium range. No. They can waste their time on this corner, though. If they really want to push it. Remember, they do nothing. By holding this corner, they actually waste time. They waste time on that corner. Because they're not pushing the objective. They're just pushing this corner. It's useless. And now we win. To a clear separation. Well, no, not everyone. Some people play every game on stream or...
We are losing objective Duff.
Some people play every game on stream, but there's some games that I think are not good stream games. And they're better experienced as a game that you enjoy on your own. Ow, ow. I think if they hadn't have wasted so much time pushing that corner and actually gone through the objective, they might have won. Have I tried FIFA? Yeah. I mean, if you're British and you haven't tried FIFA, have you really lived? Megabonk sounds sus. Megabonk is like Vampire Survivors, but actually fun. It's got like a really cool movement system and jumping around and shit. It's really good. Nah, don't. I'm not into football. Don't care about it. Not interested. Boo. Yeah, I know. I'm just one of those dudes, innit? Is Megabonk not 3D Vampire Survivors? It is, but it also has like jumping and aiming and sliding. The sliding's really fun. I feel like a lot of streamers don't realize that a lot more people watch them for a character than the game. But you also have to consider that if it is truly a job, then streaming random games can also... I think that sometimes streaming the game can make it a different experience as well in a negative sense, because you might just want to chill out and not think about anything sometimes when you play a game. You know? I think when you're playing an FPS, like for instance, playing World of Warcraft is a very different intensity level to playing an FPS, because I can't just literally turn my brain off and look the other way for a second. I have to be fully focused on the game, otherwise things go wrong. You know? And I also think that World of Warcraft, unless you're a World of Warcraft streamer, is not a fun thing to watch, is it? You're playing BF5 here and there, and one thing I have about the game is special assignments for the snipers. The last one's insanely hard. Yeah, I'm guessing it's get 5 headshots on the objective 20 times or something, isn't it? Or 20 headshots on the objective. And the only way to do it, and now obviously everyone's really good at the game, so it's even harder. I honestly don't know I don't even know how you'd do that these days. I think you'd have to... I did it on Aerodrome, because Aerodrome, the main central point, you can basically stand... I think you have to kill people on that point. I think they have to be standing on the point. You can be away from it. And you have to, like, just shoot down the corridors, basically, and just hope that you kill them. Yeah, it's horrible. It is a rough one. You'd love to see us playing DayZ? DayZ, that's a really good stream game because you never know what's going to happen, but it's also very slow. You know? I didn't think anyone knew Mosalina. Yeah, Mosalina's a really good co-op game as well for playing on the TV. What else is good? Megabonk's good. Mosalina is obviously a very niche game. Things like Binding of Isaac and what have I played recently? Let's have a look. What other games have I played recently? Soulstone Survivors, that was alright. Tried Necesse, didn't like that. Nine Kings. Nine Kings was a banger game. I played that a little bit. Teardown, great off-stream game. RuneScape Dragon Wilds, it's a pretty decent game. In fact, when's that coming out? Yeah, Slay the Spire, banger game. Balatro. Played Fly Night off-stream, that was good. Only a 4-hour game, but a really banger game. It was sick. What would you classify Borderlands as? Again, a game that was very good to stream in the first couple of days, but no one really wants to watch Borderlands, or they don't want to watch us play Borderlands, because you have to think about the fact that it's kind of like the story is very loose. It's more about the looting and the farming and stuff, and it's just not that interesting to watch after a while. Whereas at least with Dying Light the Beast, you're like the campaign and the lore alongside playing it with an RPG element is actually interesting to watch. You know what I mean? Oh, Slay the Spire 2's coming soon. Yeah, that should be good. Horror games are great for streaming. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a horror game enthusiast. Although Silent Hill just came out, didn't it? Hades 2 tomorrow? That's tomorrow, is it? I probably won't be playing it. I never really got into Hades either. Oh, Enter the Gungeon. That was a good one. Dead Cells, banger. Anyway, guys, I will be back probably tomorrow, I think. As I said, the streams are going to be really sporadic and small because I don't really want to play 2042, if I'm honest. I can play BF1 and BF5 every so often, but I don't want to play them every single day. And honestly, we're going to be playing like 5 to 10 hours of Battlefield 6 when that comes out in like 2 weeks. We've got the Call of Duty beta at some point. What are they doing? COD Next in a few days as well. I'm going to cover that. Like, the streams are going to be pretty chill and just like laid back until basically Battlefield 6 comes out. So either way, thank you very much for joining me today. It's been all right. Yeah, it's been good. Good memes. And now I'm hungry as well. We're at a stale point. I mean, wouldn't this be the perfect time for an Arc Raiders playtest? Wouldn't it? Imagine if they did an Arc Raiders playtest this week. Nah, let's do it once all